Welcome to Rhonda here with Foods 101. Today I'm showing you how to make this basic shortbread, Scottish style, by only using 4 ingredients. The ingredients you're going to need is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, some of you in the world will know this as icing sugar, and 1/2 cup of salted butter. If you'd like to use unsalted butter, just go ahead and add a pinch of salt to your 4 ingredients here. Let me show you how simple and easy this is to get together. In a mixing bowl, you're going to add your softened butter. You see how soft that is? That's what you're wanting it. This has been at room temperature for about 30 minutes, and of course it's during the summer months, so it's going to soften quickly. If you'd like to soften it faster, you can nuke it in the microwave like 5 seconds at a time till you get this softness on your butter. Add that powdered sugar. I'm going to beat this until it's nice and creamy, and if you want, you can whisk it together, but this is just a little faster. And at this point, you want to add your salt if you're using an unsalted butter. Be sure to scrape down the sides of your bowl so you can get that sugar well incorporated with your butter here. All right, now it's time to add the cornstarch and the flour. You can add it in all at once. Start on low until you get all these 4 ingredients well mixed together. When the dough starts pulling loose from the side of its bowl, as you can see, it's ready to add to its pan. Be sure to get it off of your beaters here. Don't leave any of your shortbread dough behind. We're going to make it into a ball. See how that's just going to stick together? Look how beautiful and thick and rich that dough is. That is going to be one fantastic shortbread dough. You've got it all rolled around in a ball until it's looking like this. Next, I've got a 6 by 6 inch square pan here that I've lined with parchment paper. We're going to add our dough in here and work it from corner to corner. I find it's a lot easier just using your hands. I've got my short dough bread evenly smashed down into my baking dish here, and to polish the edges, I'm just taking my spatula and going around the edges so we'll have these lovely, nice, smooth edges here on our shortbread. I take a flat edge wooden spoon there and I go around the edges and I push down to ensure these beautiful smooth edges on your shortbread cookies once they bake. I'm using a ruler just to get even cuts with my putty knife. Now I don't have a fancy tool to use to make slices here in my short dough bread, so I just use a ruler to help guide me, and then we'll go over about an inch or so. I just eyeball it, and again go all the way down to the bottom of your dough here. And then we'll go over here to the edge. Okay, you're going to make horizontal cuts, and then we'll go back up here. We're going to turn it around, and I'm just going to go down the middle one time. Perfect. Using just a regular fork to vent the cookies. This way the moisture will escape during baking. And by the way, you need your oven preheated to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. I know that's kind of like an odd baking temperature for us here in America, but the temperature is going to be on 320 Fahrenheit. And make sure that oven is warmed very nicely because you want it in a really piping hot oven. This is easier than what I thought it would be. See how that turns out. This is off to that preheated oven on the middle rack for the next 30 to 35 minutes. Use your timer and no peeking. After 35 minutes, we've got these lovely baked shortbreads. And look how lovely and golden it is along the edge there. Cool in their baking pan for 10 minutes before removing. I'm moving the shortbread right here to a cooling rack. It's cool for an additional 30 minutes to an hour until it's completely set up. And ooh, they smell so yummy. Cool enough just to remove the parchment paper. To cool this down faster, you can put it in the refrigerator for the next 30 minutes. Now I've had this cooling down for an hour, and let's see if it'll just, there it goes. Just breaks in half, and looky there on the inside. Let's break our, there it is. There's one. And I'm just gonna tear them apart. There's two. If you want a really perfectly smooth cut, go here on your cutting board, take a chef's knife, cut straight down where you had cut your dough before baking. And look, you've got these lovely, beautiful, smooth edges on your shortbread. Well, yeah, I know. I can't wait to try it and tell you what it's like. Wish I could send you a bite right through the video camera. I'll try. Wow. I'd let it cool down a little longer. A lovely little crisp on the outside. Lovely and buttery and delicious on the inside. Yum! A perfect homemade taste of Scotland right from your very own kitchen. Perfect with coffee, tea, milk, or just by itself. I'm Deronda with Foods 101, and look how golden they are on the bottom. Give me thumbs up, leave me a comment, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Thanks a million for watching, y'all, and I'll catch you lovely people later.